Major underwriting for A Taste of Louisiana with Chef John Folse was provided by the Baton Rouge Convention and Visitors Bureau. In Baton Rouge, our past is your present. You're sure to delight in the many and varied cultures that add to our timeless charm. Baton Rouge, authentic Louisiana at every turn. And People's Drugstores, serving South Louisiana with a personal touch for generations. George and Shirley Picu are proud supporters of A Taste of Louisiana with Chef John Folse. And by the Foundation for Excellence in Louisiana Public Broadcasting. Our mission is to tell Louisiana's story to the world.
Come fall in love with Louisiana all over again.
There's no place else where you have this architecture, history, music.
How about a dozen?
Red beans and rice.
Come for the time of your life.
We rolling, y'all.
We're a nation of immigrants, a country with roots in other soils. Nowhere is that more true than in the country of Louisiana. I'm Chef John Folse, inviting you to tune in to A Taste of Louisiana and a new series dedicated to our food heritage. Louisianians are descendants of 7 primary nations that have influenced every dish we cook today. Welcome to A Taste of Louisiana. How y'all doing? All right, Bill. How you doing? St. Nick, nice to see you. Nice to see you. How you doing, Becky? How you doing, girl? All right, good to see y'all, huh? How y'all doing, everybody? Merry Christmas! All right. And look, I know y'all waiting for Christmas, huh? All right. Thank you all so much, everybody, and Merry Christmas. What a wonderful time of year, and I have these three beautiful girls here. Y'all ready for Santa? You're always ready for Santa, and I have St. Nick here as well. It's going to be a great day, y'all. Today we're celebrating the Christmas traditions of the Germans, one of the wonderful cultures that fit into that package we call Creole in Louisiana. So many traditions, so many great cultures, so much wonderful food, and you're here as we celebrate a German Christmas. So relax, have fun, because I'm feeding you after, and you won't believe what I have up here. Oh, yeah, you better believe it, huh? You know, y'all, chances are there won't be snow on the bayous this Christmas, but rest assured there will be plenty of great food, good drink to spread the holiday cheer around. And today we're celebrating a German Christmas. But first, Glenn Falgout, Frieda Arwe, and Josie Thevis introduce us to the Germans of Louisiana and a few of their great contributions to the cultural fabric we call Louisiana. The first group of German immigrants arrived in Louisiana in the 1720s and settled west of the city near present-day Hanville, Louisiana, on the German coast.
The reason they came here, they had a 30-year war. Also, they wanted a better life for their families.
Between 1840s and 1850s, a second wave of German immigrants arrived, and they impacted the city of New Orleans cuisine and culture like no others.
Of course, food, butchers, bakers, foremost, as soon as possible, they usually had beer, they had breweries, they had architects that would know exactly how to build houses, what to use to build houses. Then we also had a musician that taught piano and trumpet to the first people that started off jazz. His name was Gottschalk.
In 1835, a religious colony was founded in North Louisiana, just 7 miles from present-day Minden. Germantown was a religious colony founded by the followers of Count Leon.
Count Leon led a group of Germans, and they landed first in Pennsylvania. From there, they made 2 stops in Pennsylvania, and then came down the Ohio and Mississippi River, up the Red River to Grandicore near Natchitoches. They built homes there and settled there for a short period, and a yellow fever epidemic came along, and the Count died along with many others there. From there, they also had floods that washed away their property. From there, they traveled up the river and on up into North Louisiana to the present site of Germantown.
The colony operated on the communal system for 37 years. The original kitchen, dining room, and one cabin remain, as well as a replica smokehouse and blacksmith shop.
The colony disbanded in 1871. There were hard economic times following the Civil War, and they decided to disband. Many of the people moved out into the community. One family was left, and that was the Krause family. They stayed on at the colony. That's the family from which I'm descended.
Finally, in the late 19th century, a small group of German families arrived in Acadia Parish in southwest Louisiana and founded the small village of Roberts Cove.
Father Peter Leonard Thevis came from Germany, and he was priest at Holy Trinity Church in New Orleans. When he found out that there was land in this area of Acadia Parish, he went back home to Germany and talked to his family and friends about them coming, because there was religious persecution in Germany, and the land was getting so rare and the families were getting bigger, so they had not enough to care for their families. So they came, 13 families came as a result of Peter Leonard Thevis and 3 other men who came and surveyed the property to see if it was true and if they could make a living here. To preserve our history, we continue on with all the traditions that our ancestors brought over from Germany. The church, St. Leo IV, is our heart, and from it we celebrate Corpus Christi. We celebrate all of the important German traditions that our ancestors brought over from Germany.
We in Louisiana are so proud of the strong German influence on the culture of our state. Y'all, talking about all the German traditions, this is a replica of one of the bonfires that's built on the levees to light the way for St. Nick, or in Cajun country, Papa Noel. This is a replica of the ones that we build and burn about, I guess, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Y'all, what great dishes would we serve? Well, so many of them, and I have some great guests here in the kitchen with me that's going to help me cook a few of these wonderful dishes. First of all, y'all, I have to point out that there's St. Nick right here. And I had an opportunity to kneel before St. Nick today because he asked, have you been good? I've been very good. Santa Claus, I knelt in front of you too and gave you my list, and you checked it twice. So thanks so much for Santa Claus being here as well. Hoffpauir is sitting right here in the front row as well, from the Germans of Roberts Cove, and then Sevilla Finley from Gretna. You're here as well. And then 2 of my great friends, great cooks, great Gluehwein seller, great wine cellar, Bill and Carolyn Oliver right here. Thank you all so much for being here as well. And Julie Council right there, our band. Julie, introduce the band for us today.
I have Joe Messina on trumpet and Robert Tasso on the tuba. And by the way, the accordion was invented in Germany.
Absolutely, huh? And thank you. Well, and oh, look at the beautiful German costumes in the audience as well. German, I say costumes, that's probably not the right word. Now, look, let's talk about some of the foods I've already prepared for you, because we start cooking in Louisiana like about 2 months before Christmas, right, with our cake. But let me show you what I have here. We're going to start off with this might flare up just a little bit. This is a branded carrot, and of course you put the brandy in it and you might get a little flame like that. And I would put some mint into it, and this would go right onto the table, the branded carrots. Now look at my gorgeous fish. The fish is stuffed with, you can do a bread stuffing. This is a gigantic red fish. A carp could be used as well. And of course, it's baked in the oven for a couple of hours with all of the great bread. This is a crawfish and tassel stuffing from Louisiana in the fish. And then over here, y'all, yeah, I guess so. Huh? And then over here, I have some nice roasted beets, and the roasted beets are with the red onions. And I'm going to put a little bit of the vinegar and oil on top of it. Look at the cookies. Bill, you're in charge of the cookies. You're in Carolyn. They were good. They were good. German potato salad right here. And then look at here. This is my potato and leek soup. Perfect for a cold night on the levees in Louisiana when we're starting to fire up our bonfire. So y'all, that's part of the dishes that we're doing today. Hope while I'm getting organized here, Christmas traditions in Roberts Cove. Just very quickly, tell me a couple of them.
Well, our tradition that we really have been keeping alive, probably almost 100 years, is the Feast of St. Nicholas.
Right.
And we celebrate that every year on December the 5th, the night before the eve of St. Nicholas. And St. Nicholas makes his path through the whole community, visiting all the families and, of course, the children.
I'm coming next year. I'm going next year because I keep missing St. Nick. Y'all, one of the great traditions of the German Christmas is red cabbage, and I want you to take a look at this. I've actually taken a head of red cabbage, and last night I went ahead and I put a little vinegar on it because it kind of settles it down a little bit and kind of makes it wilt like coleslaw almost. And I've taken it and I've put a couple of sticks in here of some nice cinnamon, and I'm going to put it into bacon fat. Oh yeah, bacon fat. Yeah, I guess so. Good bacon fat. Anything's good in bacon fat, right? Now, I would saute this around just until it wilts, and I have this one already wilted down. And Keith, take a look down into this pot here. I have it already wilted. Now, once it wilts down about halfway, I'm going to add applesauce to it like this. I'm going to add red onions to it. This is going to cook for about another half hour or so. I'm going to add raisins. So you have the applesauce. You see the sweetness going into the cabbage with the vinegar? I'm going to put some caraway seeds. And I'm cooking in this beautiful cast iron, so it's going to cook really nicely here. And I'm going to just mix all of this around and let the applesauce and all of those gorgeous things cook away here. And this is going to cook for about another 20 minutes because it's wilted. How long has this been cooking? Probably about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm adding all of those wonderful flavors. I'm going to put it in a baking pan, but right before it goes into the baking pan, I'm going to put some black currant jelly. Again, nice and sweet, and of course, currants, another great German gift here. So you can see that this is going to be a very sweet dish, right? For all those sweet children for Christmas, huh? You're going to eat your red cabbage and Santa Claus and St. Nick's coming around. So anyway, what I do with this, after all, what does it look like? I'd put this into an oven. I'd bake it a little bit. Take a look at it. Look how shiny and juicy it is. Now, you could eat it as a side dish, or I'm going to show you what I do with it in my German kitchen and what I'm doing with it tomorrow for Christmas. This is going to be an absolutely beautiful dish here. Nice and shiny and sweet. It's absolutely great, y'all. On the river road and all along the German coast, families generally sip a little anisette or a little cherry bounce to celebrate the Christmas season. In Germany, there would be a variety of spirits. There'd be ciders, there'd be holiday beers. Frieda Arwe of the German American Cultural Center in Gretna taught me how to make one of the delicious drinks she calls, and the Germans call, Gluehwein. It's delicious. I have some right here. Y'all watch. Now, Frieda, what I have here, we're making what I understand is a very traditional German drink. Is Gluehwein a drink of the holidays?
Yes, it is. And actually, they do it for Christmas or for New Year's Eve.
Right.
They do that.
Now we start off with a little, normally it's made with apple wine, but in Louisiana, I put a little apple cider in it. Is that okay?
Imagine so.
Imagine so. Okay, well, good.
Yeah, I would think so. And then you put your sugar.
Okay, and I'm going to add the sugar right to the cider, and then I have to put in a few traditional flavorings. I have
that cinnamon stick.
The cinnamon stick, some cloves.
Right.
It doesn't matter how many. Just 4 or 5.
I would,
Okay.
Not too many.
Now lemons, about two 2 lemons?
2 or 3 slices.
Okay, 3
yes.
slices right here.
You can also use orange slices if
Any,
you like.
Any of the citrus, huh? Now a little bay leaf?
No.
No bay leaf? No bay leaf?
Not in southern Germany.
Oh, okay, what about nutmeg? Little nutmeg?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay,
yeah,
a little
not
bit
too
nutmeg.
much.
Okay, tell me when enough, okay?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Okay,
yeah.
maybe one more.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it smells so good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it really smells good. Now, this is going to come to a good rolling boil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long does it have to cook? You put the wine in right away?
Yeah, right away. Not too long.
Okay.
Because you don't want all the alcohol out. You know?
Yeah, okay. That's
you want a little alcohol.
Yeah, I understand very.
Yeah.
Okay, so this now, should I just put in the bottle?
Yes,
okay.
that would be good.
Now, this is a good German red wine. Do you use a light wine or a darker red? What do you like?
You can. I would use red wine, but you don't have to use the most expensive red wine.
Okay.
You can use a wine that is in the cheaper category.
Okay.
And,
now, do I put the whole bottle in?
Yeah, depends
Yeah,
how
well-
many. Yeah, I would put the whole bottle.
Well, this is German and it's Louisiana, the
Right,
whole
the
bottle,
whole
okay?
bottle,
There you go, the
yes.
whole bottle.
Yes.
Okay, now that's going to come to a good boil right here.
That's right.
And then it just simmers for a little while, and then
That's it.
And should I taste it now? Is it okay to taste?
As soon as it has one boil, you
Okay.
turn it down and you
Okay.
can taste it.
And just
Actually, it tastes good cold too.
Ah.
I tell you a story. When our daughter was little in Germany, we had Gluehwein one evening, and of course we had some left in the glasses.
Yeah.
And in the morning we were wondering, she went around and emptied them all. All the glasses with a little Gluehwein in it. She said it tasted good cold.
She sounded like she was a fun girl, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, look. Well, that's it. So now you serve it warm or cold.
Yes.
And then whatever's left you can put in the
Right.
refrigerator or
You can
whatever, and you
drink-
serve it
yes.
throughout the holidays.
Right.
Well, that's it. Well, thanks so much. So I'm
That's
gonna.
really quick.
Oh, that's very quick. I'm
And
gonna take.
anybody can do
Oh,
that.
anybody can do it. Well, let me taste. Oh, very good, huh? Y'all, Frieda said to use cheap wine. I'm using good stuff. You my buddies here, you know, so I'm going to put a... There you go, right there. I have some already poured out. I added a little extra for my glass right here. Whew, beautiful stuff. The smell is so great, huh? Why don't you come get this little Gluehwein for you. Merry Christmas. And a little Gluehwein for you. And Caroline, come on up and get some cookies and spread them around the audience here. Look at Caroline right here. Well, I'll tell you what, if you hand those out to everybody, you'll get good Christmas presents today. And here, you take these out as well and hand those around right there. A lot of Gluehwein. Hey, Merry Christmas to y'all here, right here. Rest those glasses. Really, really good. Y'all, I noticed when I handed the Gluehwein out that St. Nick and Santa Claus was having a problem. Huh?
That is holy wine.
You take a sip of that. If it ain't holy now, it will be, huh? Okay, and Santa Claus, one for you right here, a straw. You got to take care of Santa and St. Nick. Anyway, y'all, so we have a couple of great dishes done. As you can see, the red cabbage baked in the oven. We have the Gluehwein nice and hot. Now we're going to cook my next, I never have Christmas without the German roasted goose. I have to have the goose. It's one of the best things. Turkey, not on my Christmas table, the roasted goose. One quick thing about the Sevilla. What about the Gretna, the German Cultural Center in Gretna? What's your main activities around Christmas?
Well, we like to eat and drink and party.
Hey, Gluehwein to you, huh? Hey, there you go. but and then throughout the year?
Throughout the year, we do the same thing.
That's what I love about being German, y'all. Hey, we don't complicate it. Just eat and drink, have a good time. And I said, well, how do you spread the culture around? How do you let people know Germans are alive and well? Eat and drink. Huh? Just eat and drink. Now, Hope, what about the Christmas pickle? I've never seen this before, but you say this is a tradition.
Well, it's a little German tradition that I've grown up with in our area.
Yeah.
And on Christmas Eve, after all the kids are to bed, ready for Santa to pass the next morning, I would go and put this on the tree and hide it from my children. Right. And then early in the morning, whoever wakes up, and you know how they're snooping around the tree looking for the presents, but whoever finds the pickle gets an extra little surprise.
No, that's nice. That's fair
enough. It's a good little tradition.
Now St. Nick, in Roberts Cove, you actually visit all of the homes at night. And tell me about that real fast. What happens during that period?
Well, there's a group of us, myself and Santa Claus, and a choir, the St. Leo's Choir. It goes around to about 9 to 10 different houses. And I walk in and ask the kids if they've been good. Mostly have they obeyed their parents and they said their night prayers.
Okay.
That's the most important
thing.
Said
their night prayers, that's important too. I tell you, you are so great on Christmas Eve. Take a sip of the Gluehwein. Take a Anyway, y'all, look at my goose here. Very simple to do, very simple dish. You want to season the goose well, salt and pepper, and remember, a lot of fat on a goose, which makes it great. On the inside, you want to take the giblets out. I've already done that in my roasting pan. I always over-season the inside of the goose. Why? Because it's a bony structure in here, and that salt and pepper will never, ever get through to the goose. In fact, help it out. Little Gluehwein. Oh yeah, a little Gluehwein, very important. A little garlic here into it. Now, of course, you can put whatever you want here. I'm putting a little celery, a little carrots. I'm putting apples. You can put any herbs you want. I'm going to put a little basil in time. You could put a little rosemary in here if you like. And then, of course, remember, season this really well. And if you want to tie the legs together, you can. If you want to move the wings around the back, you can. But for demonstration purposes here, put a couple more onions in here, and of course a lot of good garlic in there as well. Now, Keith, if you look down into my roasting pan, you can see I have the neck and the liver. We fight for the neck and the liver. That's one of my favorite dishes. Now we're going to put this in an oven. We're going to put it in the oven at about 375 degrees. I'm not going to cover it. I'm going to put it in there about 375, and I'm going to let the fat from the goose start to melt. And, of course, it's going to add a lot of liquid to the bottom of the pot. And all of those onions you saw on the bottom, that's to keep the goose from sticking to the bottom where the skin would be pulled off. It's just a beautiful centerpiece. And to carve it, you carve it just as you would a turkey. Come right down the center. In fact, I have one already done here. Let me show you how I presented it. I have cherries for the season. You notice my red cabbage here on the bottom of the goose. And then I would carve right down the breastbone, pull that breast off, slice it nicely, and serve it with natural drippings. Another dish I would put on the Christmas table right here, a nice pork roast, y'all. Pork roast on top of what? Sauerkraut. Oh, woo, a little Gluehwein for that too. Sauerkraut, and it's stuffed with garlic and all of those wonderful things. So y'all, whether it's roasted goose, whether it's the magnificent stuffed fish, whether it's the fabulous pork roast, it doesn't matter. Just remember to line the tables with your, you see the nutcrackers everywhere? Line it with the steins. Put out all of the beautiful German music. Light up what I call, and I debate I put my glockenspiel out. That's supposed to be a musical instrument. They call it a candle pyramid right there. In my house, I call it a glockenspiel. But anyway, y'all, hey, bring German traditions to your Christmas. It's a wonderful thing. Thank y'all all for being here with us today. I appreciate it so much. We're going to have a little music in a minute. Y'all, time flies when you're enjoying great food and good conversation with friends in the kitchen. Thanks for stopping by as we continue to explore the unique food heritage of this state and cook up another great Taste of Louisiana with Santa Claus, St. Nick, you, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Little music over there. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
To purchase the Encyclopedia of Cajun and Creole Cuisine by Chef John Folse, featuring more than 750 traditional recipes, a CD-ROM of the book, or a copy of the program featuring all 3 episodes of Today's Culture, call the number on your screen. Major underwriting for A Taste of Louisiana with Chef John Folse was provided by the Baton Rouge Convention and Visitors Bureau. In Baton Rouge, our past is your present. You're sure to delight in the many and varied cultures that add to our timeless charm. Baton Rouge, authentic Louisiana at every turn. And People's Drugstores, serving South Louisiana with a personal touch for generations. George and Shirley Picu are proud supporters of A Taste of Louisiana with Chef John Folse. And by the Foundation for Excellence in Louisiana Public Broadcasting. Our mission is to tell Louisiana's story to the world.
Come fall in love with Louisiana all over again.
Come for the beauty, come for the
spirit, heart, and soul.
Laissez-les bon temps rouler in Louisiana. For a free tour guide, visit louisianatravel.com or call 1-800-99-GUMBO.